Thank you so much for addressing the gathering and also giving away these certificates. And I completely agree. I think the opportunities in education between UK and India are immense, and I think we have a long way that we can go together. Moving on, I now invite Jemima Hughes from the English Partnerships team to please come up on stage and introduce the new Aptus Research Award scheme that Alan mentioned.
Okay, good evening, everybody. You all look fabulous. The saris are amazing. So I'm really happy to be here to introduce a new initiative that we're starting. And as everybody's already used the acronym, it's the Aptus Action Research Mentoring Scheme. So we've come up with the name ARMS. So it's easy to remember. So, of course, the first question is, what is ARMS? And it starts with a mentor. So the idea here is that we're looking for people with some experience of leading a small group of teachers and some experience and interest in action research or classroom-based research. And then once you fill this, you're able to go to our webpage and submit a proposal, and you can apply for funding of up to 2.5 lakh. Now, we're quite aware that sometimes filling out a proposal can be quite daunting, so we're going to be doing a webinar support on the 15th of December at 4:30 p.m. to help guide you through the process. This webinar will be recorded so that you can access it if you're unable to attend. So who will the ARMS mentor be working with? Ooh. They'll be working with a group of teachers, and the mentor can choose their own teachers with a minimum of about 3. And the ARMS mentor will provide support and guidance as those teachers navigate their own research projects in the classroom. And we have 4 themes, but I will explain them in the next slide. And then, obviously, to support the mentor, we'll be looking at having 2 ELT specialists, one from India and one from the UK. And they will be there to support the mentor through webinars, meetings, and a face-to-face symposium on classroom-based research. So as I mentioned earlier, we'd like the teachers to explore 4 themes of inquiry. And the themes that we think would be really interesting for the teachers are assessment and looking at the challenges and solutions in the classroom for this, as well as multilingual education, innovation and ICT. And it doesn't mean that you have to be using up-to-date ICT, but what you've got around you and using it in an innovative way. And then lastly, developing 21st century skills. And these kind of evolve around 6 core skills. And these are communication and collaboration, critical thinking and problem solving, creativity and imagination, student leadership and personal development, citizenship and digital literacy. So it's quite a wide platform for teachers to work with. And within the group, they don't all have to be exploring the same theme. They can be doing any theme that they choose. So what are the benefits of participating in our scheme? Well, I think the key thing here is that it's an opportunity to help teachers grow, learn, and transform. And that, in turn, will also have an impact on the learners. They will receive extensive feedback and mentoring support from ELT classroom specialists from India and the UK. And lastly, they will also get the experience of sharing their findings in a public forum. So I'd like you all, because you're all in key positions, to think about, is there anybody within your institution or schools who you think would fit this criteria? And if so, I would strongly encourage you for them to apply to the scheme. It will be a fantastic opportunity to learn and grow and also help teachers do the same. Thank you very much. if you want any further information, that's there. But also there's in the back of the brochure, there's also some information there too. Thank you again.
Thank you, Jemima, for that input. I'm sure you all might have a few queries, so Jemima has provided the details and they're at the back of the brochure. Next, we have Emma Bourne from Macmillan Education on stage. She's here to give out a set of certificates, but before that, I would like to tell you how Macmillan Education is sponsoring and supporting us for the annual Schools Week this year. This is the first time that we have a sponsor with us for the annual Schools Week, and Macmillan Education has very wonderfully provided us with an entire team who are joining us today and celebrating the International School Award with us. Emma Bourne is the Managing Director of the Schools Division, Macmillan Education. Emma has worked in a variety of roles in the international educational publishing sector for Heinemann, Nelson Thorns as International Director and Board Member, and with Oxford University Press as International Development Director, ELT. Before joining Macmillan in December 2013, prior to that, Emma worked for a company specializing in supply to the international schools market. Emma is the Springer Nature representative on the UK Publishing Association Council and also a member of the International Board. Emma will be talking to you about a special offer that Macmillan Education have for schools and teachers, but before that, I would request Emma to give out the next set of certificates.
Thank you, Anandita, and welcome to Emma. So I'm now going to announce the next set of awards. We'll start with Police DAV Public School Patiala. I request you to please come on stage. I will request OPG World School Delhi to please come on stage. ODM Public School Bhubaneswar. Come on, you can do better than that. Please give them a round of applause. These schools have worked for more than a year to get this. Well, almost a year. The Nirmal Bharatiya School, Delhi. The NH Koel World School, Raipur. Call on New Era Progressive School, Rampur. I request New Digambar Public School, Indore. The Narbharan Hansraj School, Jamshedpur. The Navjeevan Model School, Delhi. Mount Litria Z School, Mahesh Thala. The Mount Litria Z School, Roorkee. Mount Litria Z School, Amritsar. Mount Litria Z School, Gwalior. Mount Literature Z School, Ghaziabad. I invite Mount Literature Z School, Ghaziabad. Mount Literature Z School from Bathinda. The Mount Literature Z School from Alwar. Mount Literature Z School, Howrah. Mount Literature Z School, Patiala. Mount Carmel School, Dwarka. The Mount Abu Public School, Delhi. The Mother India Public School, Ghaziabad. The MM Public School, Delhi. The Miles Bronson Residential School, Guwahati. The Meenakshi World School, Gurgaon. The Meenakshi Public School, also Gurgaon. Come on, people at the back, I don't think you're clapping. Can you please applause so that the schools all feel happy about the fact they're getting the award? The Mayur Chopsani School, Jodhpur. The MD Dayanand Model School, Jalandhar. The KIIT World School, Delhi. The Gemmell Public Senior Secondary School, Delhi. The Jodhamal Public School, Jammu. The Jaspal Kaur Public School, Delhi. India's Global School, Mandi. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. I now invite Emma to address us and talk about a launch that Macmillan is bringing in.
Well, many thanks, and what a privilege to be able to give so many awards to so many amazing schools and teachers, so thank you for that. In the 1860s, Macmillan first began selling here in India, and it was in 1875 that we formed an agreement with the Presidency College in Calcutta to produce textbooks and readers for Indian school children. This was then followed by the opening of the first branch in Bombay 124 years ago. So now here, over 150 years later, I'm really proud to be representing Macmillan Education India and to be here in partnership with the British Council. We've grown significantly in that time. Today we partner with over 15,000 schools, we train over 30,000 teachers, and touch over 10 million students annually. It's quite likely that every child in the private school system would have used a Macmillan textbook at least once in their school life. We publish right across the ranges for teachers and students in all subjects, both in print, digital, and across Macmillan and Frank Brothers. In 2015, we had quite a major change when we formally became the education division of Springer Nature, one of the largest research publishers in the world, with a significant operation here in India, where we have over 5,000 staff. So India is really close to our hearts. No. And globally, we publish in a number of segments, and we've classed them to make it easy to look at how we do those segments. So we have the local curriculum, as we do here in India, and we do that in various places around the world, such as Mexico, South Africa, Swaziland, Australia, to name a few. We've got a new piece of international curriculum materials, which are written for or matched to an international curriculum, such as the International Baccalaureate or CIE. And then we have our English language teaching piece, where we operate in over 50 countries globally, where we have English as a foreign, second, or alternative language, both in British and American English, for every step of the learning journey, right from kindergarten, primary, secondary, adult, young adult, English for special purposes, and particularly concentrating on the life skills and 21st century skills, which Kerry, my colleague that's here, will be able to talk to you a little bit more about tomorrow. And although we've been present in India for all those years, our priority has always been the local curriculum. So what's different now is that we're bringing the new international curriculum and our global ELT materials more formally to you. And we're really excited to share that and look forward to developing these more in the Indian context and working with you much closer in the international school environment. So again, thank you so much for having us here. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to share this week with you, and thank you to the British Council. Thank you.